Member for Penticton.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Today I am honoured to rise and speak on our National Indigenous Peoples Day, a day where we honour history, culture and contributions of Indigenous people throughout the country. This coincides with June being National Indigenous History Month, where we proudly acknowledge the unique culture, heritage and achievements of all First Nations, Métis and Inuit people. Unfortunately, due to COVID-19 pandemic, many were prevented from getting together this year to mark the occasion with public festivities and wonderful cultural activities. But that does not mean that we cannot collectively recognize the strength of all 203 First Nation bands in British Columbia and their valuable contributions to our province and our country. We must also acknowledge the history of Canada's relationships with First Nations and pledge to continue working together to build a better future for everyone. Working on a better nation-to-nation partnership and creating economic opportunities are important steps on the path towards strengthening these relationships. Together, we can build a path forward that will bring security and prosperity for everyone who calls this wonderful province their home. It is also necessary to acknowledge that the past weeks have been highlighted with the debilitating racism that still persists for and with many Indigenous people. This has been front in mind for many in the light of the anti-racism protests across Canada and the United States, and by the shocking news last week regarding serious allegations of racial profiling and unacceptable treatment by members of our province's healthcare system. There's no place for racism anywhere in British Columbia, and I know that every one of us is united in our condemnation of these alleged actions. So as we celebrate National Indigenous Peoples Day, let us be reminded of the incredible heritage, diverse cultures, and outstanding achievements of First Nations, Inuit, and Métis of our country. Thank you, Honourable Speaker.